What's going on, guys? This is GameZone. Welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to test two most popular builds for Demon Hunter that are running around in Diablo Immortal. One is the Windblade version 2 and the second one is multi-storm to create firestorm. I have already shown these builds like 2 weeks ago to you guys, and I can see that these builds are really popular. But there is another build which I actually showed before the patch came out, and that was Windblade version 1, and it was with the 4-piece of Banquet of Eyes and 2-piece of Vitus Urge. But with the Windblade version 2 I made slight changes. Instead of Banquet of Eyes, we are going to use the same setup for both builds, which are going to be 4-piece of Shalbaz and 2-piece of Vitus Urge. And let me explain why we are going with the 4-piece of Shalbaz and 2-piece of Vitus Urge. The reason being is having 4-piece of Shalbaz actually gives us more freedom to try out different playstyle that are not involving buff triggers. Let me quickly show it to you guys what it means. There are certain skills that say it's a buff, meaning they are going to trigger the Vitus Urge if you have 4-piece of Vitus Urge, but without the buff triggers skills, then your 4-piece of Vitus Urge is not going to get triggered. And this is why having 4-piece of Shalbaz gives us more freedom to try out builds that do not involve those buff trigger. And me being a content creator, it helps me to get a 3-3 stats on my set items and still have the freedom to try out different builds so that I can bring it to you guys. But once you guys are actually happy with certain builds, then you can actually focus more on your own specific preference. But for now, for both builds we are going to try out 4-piece of Shalbaz with 2-piece of Vitus Urge. And for the Windblade, my setup is going to be False Manifesto new chest that came out for Demon Hunter. For the Windshield, shoulder can be anything of your preference, it doesn't matter. Then we are using Scone Beak, and I have tested Scone Beak with many other variations, with many other essence, the pens that there are. So do check it out if you guys want to know if Scone Beak is one of the best one. Then Excavator we are what is going to use in the Windblade version 2 and preferred instrument. On the other side, hold on, and in the skills we have Crossbow Shot, Impale, Knockback Shot, Vengeance and Daring Swing. And on the other side with the different builds here, Multi-Storm, we have the same setup of set items, 4-piece of Shalbaz, 2 Vitus, False Manifesto new chest for Windshield. The shoulder is, I don't remember the name. What's the name of this shoulder? Oh, hold on. What's the name of this shoulder? I really don't remember the name of this shoulder. Hold on. What's the name of this shoulder? 100 Striking Shadows. I like this one. The reason is because it gives me some more cooldown on my multi-shot, but you can have something else as well. Then Scone Beak, Flame Spite, which is going to help us create Firestorm, and preferred instrument here. And I also going to release soon Hunger versus preferred instrument, so stay tuned so you guys can have your answer which one is actually better. But for now, these are going to be our setup, and we are going to do a side-by-side testing. And as you guys always know, what I am going to do is we are going to do time to kill test in the destructive end, and then speed run of Garments of Echo. So let's dig into this. Alright, as you guys can see, the difference was only 2.1 nanoseconds, which isn't a lot at all. So now what we are going to test is speed 1, currents of echoes doing solo on Hell 8 difficulty. Let's go. Alright, on the left side we have multi-storm builds, on the right side we have Windblade builds. The first thing which I notice is that when it comes down to penetrating, Windblade is actually better, because even though when we are using preferred instrument on both sides, excavator is actually helping in the Windblade builds to penetrate, and that is actually good against target that are actually slightly stronger. But when it comes down to the trash monster, multi-storm with the firestorm is actually better. It can take out trash a lot faster because of the firestorm effect that you can create with the fire and wind, creating a combo of both. As you can also see here, Windblade build has slightly higher damage compared to the multi-storm, and I was able to take down the monkey before he could hit the ground, but not with the multi-storm, but almost. I can bet that if I tried harder I would have been succeeded with the multi-storm as well. But these are the only two differences that I actually noticed. Windblade is purely single target build. If you're going to up against a single target, you can actually destroy it really easy with all those skills and gloomcast working all together. But with the multi-storm, the multi-shot is actually good for group monsters or enemies, because it can use multi-storm. So all it comes down to is the preference of what do you guys actually like, because the difference isn't really big. But yet again, you guys now have the option to what playstyle you actually want to go with. If you ask me, Windblade is actually easier to play with, because all you have to do is just keep on activating the skills and you can focus on the mobility, like moving around, and focus on that. But when it comes down to the multi-storm build, you have to aim with your multi-shot in the right direction, because if you miss, this is going to put some seconds to your mistake with the multi-storm build. But still, it is really strong. Also, if you're going to go in the PvP, you can select a shoulder that actually knock enemies away, so that's the second option to use knockback. So there goes the testing of multi-storm versus Windblade, and if you guys want me to test some other builds with one of these, then do let me know in the comment section and I will do that as well. And these are the gems that I am using. So as you can see, all gems are damage dealer, although I am not really high in resonance, but I can still deal 4 million damage within 9 seconds. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. If you guys have any question which I did not cover in this video regarding this build, then feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.